Hi friends, welcome to Mama's YouTube channel. Today's book is one that I know all of you have been highly anticipating, and it is book number 3 of the Danny the Dinosaur series. This one is all about the big tower. And once again, this book is by Dr. Kent Hovind and illustrated by Brent Giles. Are you guys excited for this? I'm excited too, to see what happens. Hi boys and girls, do you remember me? I'm Danny the Dinosaur. I live at Dinosaur Adventureland, and boy do I have a story to tell you. It all started a long time ago when God made the whole world. God is so smart, He knows everything. Wow, what a beautiful creation He made. In our last story, I told you about my Grandpa Dave getting on the ark with Noah and all the other young animals. God sure was good to them in the ark. They all had lots of food, and everyone loved Noah and his family. Grandpa Dave said most of the animals slept a lot in the nice warm ark. But when they were awake, Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora made so many new friends. They loved watching the other animals play. Grandpa Dave said that he and Grandma Dora used to laugh so hard watching the baby squirrels play that their stomachs hurt. Have you ever laughed that hard? While Noah and the animals were all safe in the ark, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. It flooded the whole earth. For months, all the ground was underwater. It took a long time for the floodwater to go down and for the land to dry off. In fact, they had to stay in the ark for a whole year. Just as God provided everyone a place to escape His judgment, He provided Jesus for us so we could be saved. Jesus is our ark. Finally, the flood was over and everyone left the ark. Wow, the world was a big mess. All the flowers and plants were gone. All the huge trees were gone, but also now all the bad people were gone. And there was a giant rainbow in the sky to remind people that God promised not to destroy the whole world again with the flood. Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora went to find a place to live. All the other animals made houses too. All the animals and all the people began having babies. For some strange reason, the animals began to be afraid of the people. The animals tried to hide from people. Even Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora felt afraid. Grandpa Dave said that he and Grandma Dora were eating leaves one day when they saw a lot of people building a big tower. Lots of animals were watching and wondering what was happening. Ollie the owl always seemed to know things. Grandpa Dave asked Ollie to explain what was happening. Ollie the owl said the people were disobeying God again. God told them to spread out around the world, but they were not doing it. Instead, they were building a big tower to show that they were the boss, not him. Ollie the owl said, God always has to punish people when they disobey, because disobedience is sin. Remember how God used the flood to punish all the bad people in the world? I wonder what God will have to do to the people disobeying Him this time. Every day, Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora watched as the people built the tower. The tower became taller and taller. Then, one day, everyone just quit working on the tower and left. Ollie the Owl said that God had made them all speak different languages so they couldn't understand each other. Since they couldn't understand each other, they couldn't work together anymore. So they began to spread out, just like God had told them to do in the first place. Grandpa Dave shook his big dinosaur head from side to side. He couldn't understand why the humans were so stubborn. Why did the people do bad things? Why didn't they just obey God? Grandpa Dave wondered if man would ever learn. God punished Adam and Eve by making them leave the garden. Later, God punished all the bad people by sending a flood. Now, they all speak different languages. What would God do next? These people aren't listening to God, said Grandma Dora. Maybe next time God will just come down and talk to them face to face. And that's exactly what God did. He became a man, Jesus, and died for man's sin. Well, they are pretty stubborn, said Grandpa Dave. I don't know if even that will make them listen. One day, Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora were eating trees from the leaves when they saw some men hiding in the bushes not far away. The men had sharp sticks and bows and arrows. Grandma Dora swallowed her leaves and said, Dave, what are those men doing? Why are they hiding? Why are they pointing those sharp sticks at us? I'm afraid. I think they might be here to hurt us, said Dave. You'd better move behind me. I don't feel good about this. Dave felt sharp sticks poke his leg. Then one more poked his tail. Run, Dora, run! Run into the swamps! Dave and Dora ran and hid under the water in the swamp. The men with the sticks looked for a while but couldn't find them, so the men finally left. Hey Dora, it's okay to come out now. They're gone, said Grandpa Dave. Would you please pull these sticks out of my leg and tail? With her teeth, Grandma Dora pulled the sticks out from Grandpa Dave's tail and leg and said, Dave, why were they trying to hurt us? We weren't hurting them, and why did they call us dragons? I don't know, said Dave. We better hide in the swamp from now on. There's plenty of food, and maybe the people with sticks won't come to bother us in the swamp. Soon, Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora heard that the other dinosaurs were hiding from the people as well. They could not understand why the people were acting the way they were. But life was good in the swamps. They were safe. They had lots of food and lots of friends. Then, one day, Grandpa Dave and Grandma Dora had a baby dinosaur. They named him Doug. I like the letter D, said Grandma Dora to her new son. Your grandpa was Daryl, your daddy is Dave, and you are Doug, the new baby dinosaur. Maybe you will have a son one day and you can give him a name that starts with the letter D. Guess what? That is exactly what happened. That's why I'm Danny the dinosaur. Looking ahead at Book 4, my daddy, Dave, lived in the swamp until one day he decided to go for a long walk to see more of the world. He met a man named Job. You won't believe what happened. I'll tell you about that in our next story. Remember, boys and girls, God loves you so much. He wants you to be safe in Jesus, your ark. How can you be safe? It's as easy as A, B, C. A, all have sinned, Romans 3:23. B, believe on Jesus who died for you, Romans 5:8. C. Confess your sin. Romans 10:9 and 13. See you next time. Your friend Danny. Book all done. Wow, what an amazing story that was. That was really intense. I bet you didn't expect all of that, or did you? What was your favorite part of the book? Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that. That was a really good part. I think my favorite part was the part where God created a rainbow to promise to man that he was never going to flood the earth like he did again. What a beautiful reminder that is. Do you like rainbows? Have you ever seen a rainbow in person? Well, I hope that you enjoyed this book with me, and I really look forward to book 4. I don't believe that it's been released yet, but I'm going to keep a lookout for it. And as soon as I can get my hands on it, you know that I'll be reading it aloud to you guys. Well, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and have an awesome rest of your week. Bye. Hi, parents. If your little one loves my videos, then please be sure to click the big red subscribe button so you can be notified when I have a brand new video. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.